No. But I do have some great news about the upcoming Nigel Jordan 4 brick after brick. And no, again, this is not them. This is the original pair, man. So now that y'all know I ain't clickbaiting and I got some great news for y'all, let's talk about it. Yes, y'all, tell y'all 24 hours. It's plenty time for it to go down in the sneaker community. Family! What's good? What's going on with y'all? Hopefully y'all are having a good one. And for those of y'all waiting on a Nigel brick by bricks, hopefully this will enlighten and brighten your day and just make you feel like you have some hope, man. In this video, I will talk about things surrounding the upcoming Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester. We just got an official release date. Of course, pairs are starting to touch down. Celebrities are starting to get their friends and family pair. There's a lot going on behind them. Stores, I'm hearing a handful of stores do have pairs, but no stores that I know of have pairs at the moment. That's why I don't have a pair here. But trust me, as soon as they land, they will land in my hand, you know what I'm saying? But Nigel Jordan 4 brick by bricks is happening. We do got official set release date of May the 22nd. So it was rumored that they were pushed back to June, but it has been confirmed today that they will be releasing on May 22nd. That came from the man himself, Nigel, man. So yes, y'all, that is the confirmed release date. Now I do want to talk to y'all about some good news and just some things that I have surrounding the shoe as far as just hypothesizing it. You know, like, hey, when the maths, you know what I'm saying, you gotta take it as 1 + 1 = 6. I'm just playing, man. Y'all know I gotta keep a sense of humor over here, man. Y'all gotta keep the 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it might equal 6 in some of y'all books, but we keeping it over here where 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? So I will connect a couple dots, and if you guys feel like it's making sense, if you feel like, you know, what I'm putting together is adding up, just hey, comment it down below, or you can give me your thoughts and opinions on how you feel like this shoe will do. But before we dive into all that, man, glad to have y'all. If this is your first time stopping through, rocking out with your boy Jay and the fam, I would love for you to stick around. Join me and the fam over here by hitting that subscribe button. Make it official by leaving a comment down below. Your comment is so crucial in this video because I will be down in the comment section. I want to know you guys' thoughts on my whole topic and what I feel the outcome of this sneaker release will be. And no, it's not a knock to Nike, Jordan Brand, Nigel, anyone who has anything to do with this shoe. It's just my simple thoughts and hypotheses on how this release and this shoe will do. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, I can officially dive into what I want to talk about. So first things first, I would like to get my featured shoe out the way because I will forget about it very fast. So y'all see what I'm rocking, man. I'm an ATLian today. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons, man. They did make some quick pickups. I know they got the two brothers on the Falcons. Now that's kind of crazy. That's like, I don't even know what the odds are for them to be on the same team. What is it, Adrian? Y'all don't even get me the line, but I know they have two brothers on the same team playing the same positions. They both cornerbacks, I want to say. So Atlanta, hey, hopefully y'all do something. Y'all got a new coach, new beginnings. Hopefully Atlanta does something. But I'm rocking the Atlanta hat. All that to say that I'm rocking the Atlanta hat, y'all. Comment down below your team and how you think that draft pick was. But I am rocking a shirt that I got from Tokyo, bruh. Like, this is a souvenir from Japan. I always gotta throw that in there. It's a flex, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went. So I did bring this back from Japan. When I went to Tokyo, Japan recently, I did do quite a bit of shopping, and this was one of the shirts that I brought back. I got this from, what's the name of it, man? Yo, I got my Japan jacket from there. It's just up on the screen, bro. It's up on the screen. If I remember to edit it in, it's up on the screen because I'm having a blank right now and we got to move on. But that is where I got this t-shirt from. It's a very dope company. They had a lot of clothes there. I wish we had one here like locally in the US because I would definitely cop a lot of their tees. But I am rocking what I am rocking, and if I were to pair it up with a pair of shoes in my collection, since we're talking about bricks, this isn't a brick as in the terminology y'all use, but Y'all, this is a brick, y'all. So the Supreme up-tempos, mine's is kind of aged, the color done got all off, but the Supreme up-tempo are tanks. They are bricks. They are huge. That's what I mean by when I call them a brick. But huge shoe, the Supreme up-tempos. I would throw it on with what I'm rocking right now with maybe a pair of black pants or something. I don't know, man. But looking at them in my hand, like I said, this red is a little bit off from what I envisioned, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more deeper red than what I last pictured it, but it does have a little aging on it. It's time for me to go on and throw them on, so maybe this will help me rock them very soon, you know what I'm saying? But Supreme Air More up-tempos, the Pippin joints, which mine does have a little yellow into it, man. I gotta, like I said, yeah, these gotta get exposed to some sunlight real soon. So yeah, this is what I would wear with what I'm going, you know, what I got going on. So yes, this is the feature shoe today, the up-tempo Supreme joints, yes, yada yada yada. Let's move on to the next segment because I'm done holding these bricks, to say, pun intended. No pun intended, I guess. Now that we got the feature shoe out the way, y'all, what does the Virgil Abloh Archive Jordan 1s that recently released, the Alaskas, what do these have to do with anything? Why were these in the thumbnail? Well, we are talking about the upcoming Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester brick by bricks, and I feel like we have seen this before. Now follow me, y'all. So what I wanted to compare these two is the Nigels, of course, y'all. So there is a lot of demand behind the Nigel Sylvesters, somewhat like what we have seen earlier this year with the Virgil Abloh Archives. Now, although these are going for, you know, $500–600, which still isn't cheap, remember, these started over $1,000 above this current going price, y'all. So these were first seen for around maybe $2,000, then they went down to $1,800, $1,500, so on and so forth, y'all. So I'm saying that to say, be very patient and very wise in striking on a pair of Virgil Abloh, a pair of Nigel Sylvester brick after bricks, y'all. I feel like waiting will be the best result when getting those. I know a lot of people are they want them now. I understand. I'm not telling you when you should or when you shouldn't buy them, but if you're trying to understand the market and what you think it will settle at, the Nigels will settle less than what the originals went for, and you just got to know that there's way more pairs of those out there. Now, when I said that, I guess I'm done talking about these now. I just wanted to compare them with the hype, y'all, just to let y'all know it's gonna come down. So that's one good thing about it. So we can get these officially out of here. That's all that had to do with it. Just comparing the hype of those to the hype of the Nigels. But talking about the Nigels, y'all, the Nigel Jordan 4s, yes, they are clean, they are dope, they are all of the above, but they look like something we have seen already. So this is another good thing, y'all. For those of y'all who really want the shoe, I'm not talking about those of y'all who are waiting to catch a buck off of it to hit on a pair and flip them. Hopefully there's no resale on this pair. Like when the smoke clears, hopefully if you end up hitting, if there's a sneakers app drop, if you hit on it, hopefully it's only going for like $20 over the retail. That's wishful thinking. Now, will that happen? I doubt it, but hey, we don't know, and the apples don't fall too far from the tree. I'm gonna use that analogy in this scenario because before I lose my thought, back to what I was saying about them being a clean pair of shoes, y'all. They look very familiar to a classic pair of Jordan 4s. Of course, we've all been comparing it to them. It is the Jordan 4 Fire Reds. Now, this, in my opinion, the Nigels, they look to me like a reimagined Jordan 4 Fire Red. That's the best way for me to describe this shoe. Now, tell that to someone who has the pair in hand. They gonna probably add a little spice to it because they want to feel special about them having the pair in hand. So they gonna be like, no, it's not a Fire Red 4. Hey, let me not even judge you on your comment if you do say that, because I don't own a pair. I've never seen a pair in hand. So maybe you're right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're right. But just from the pictures, and I know the pictures can't be too off from the real thing, they look very close to the Fire Red 4s, man. So with that being said, that actually will already lower some of the demand on the shoe as far as the price that people are willing to spend. So that alone will cause the price of the Jordan 4 Nigels to go down. Not only that, y'all, this part right here is just, like I said, the proof being in the pudding, and my analogy of the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, meaning that, you know, when something happens in the past or it has certain traits and behaviors, something else that's related to it will have pretty much the same type of, you know, results, the behaviors. It will follow on with them. And speaking on that, I'm talking about just the sneaker game in general. When it comes to a OG shoe, an original shoe, and its predecessor, its second installment of the shoe, 9 times, I mean, it's rare. I don't even know off the top of my head. I know there's a shoe out there. I know y'all can name a shoe, but it is rare for the second installment of a shoe to outsell the original. No matter if the second one looks better. Like I said, there's rare occasions where, yes, you can find an example of it, but it is rare. So rare occasions that the second installment of a shoe outsells the first installment. For example, y'all, bang! Now, this is just one of many that I can bring up, but the OG Jordan 4 SB Pine Greens. Now, if you guys remember these, the release was madness. It was chaos. It was crazy. A lot of people favored this shoe, and this shoe had the same type of demand, somewhat to say, upon these releasing. And compare them right now, y'all. If you take a look at the Pine Greens, y'all, $300+ easy. Of course, prices were up higher than that, but they have came down since the sneaker market altogether has kind of crashed, to say. But if you look at the SB Navies, y'all, like, it is a drastic price amount difference, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just how it works. Not only this pair right here, y'all, we can compare unions, y'all. So the Jordan 1 unions, if you compare the original drop to any drop, y'all, any drop, you name it, any drop, even the white and black pair, the overseas exclusive, if you compare them to the recently released overseas exclusive, that pair is going for like maybe what, $1,000. The original, when it was at its peak, it was around, I want to say $1,900, $2,000 easy. So even if you want to compare that pair, it still does not add up to nothing close to your original. Therefore, the same thing applies with those shoes as I feel like it will with these Nigels. That OG will always have the lead and the higher advantage over the next shoe. And like I said, y'all, you can just look back at any shoe. So that is another good thing when it comes to, you know, being able to get your hands on a pair for a very decent price. The stock numbers is up there, and you know, I already talked about it looking close to a fire red Jordan 4, so people are not really gonna be jumping out the window for them like that, man. So it's looking good when it does come to the Nigels. But real quick, let's take a look at some videos of them, you know what I'm saying? So they are clean. Like I said, they are clean, but I just can't get past them looking like a fire red Jordan 4. I can't see, like, yes, there are little details. You got the small swoosh in the front. You do have the brick detailing on the back tab. And like I said, I gotta say it once again, I'm not knocking the creators. I'm not knocking Nigel, no one. I'm not knocking anyone on the creation of the shoe. I actually think it's dope, you know what I'm saying? But I just think it's not gonna move the needle as far as the space of where sneakers are right now. So it is looking very promising and very good for those people who really want to get their hands on them. All you got to do is be patient. All you got to do is be patient. Trust me, I want to say high 200s. High 200s, maybe low 3s. Maybe low 3s. These might retail at like $250, but they will not be anything like the OGs. And another example, of course, you know, you got the Brick by Bricks original. What about these, y'all? These, now we can look at these, the original RM Nigel release. Now I want to say there has been, is it one more or two? I know it's definitely one, the smoke gray colorway, but I don't know if it's any more outside of that smoke gray. Maybe I'm not thinking about it. Why do I feel like I got like three Nigel RMs? I don't know, but I know I do have two. I got this colorway and I got the black colorway. Now take a look, like the proof is in the pudding. The original pair, this pair right here, is going for a significant amount more than what that black or smoke gray pair is going for. And like I said, the cycle will continue, man. So yes, the good news is we've already gotten a Nigel brick by brick release. Therefore, there's room for a significant price drop on the second release. And yeah, man, that's just what I wanted to just put out there to y'all, that it is looking good as far as those of y'all who really want to get the shoe to rock. Like, for those of y'all that want to make a profit off it, I don't know, bro. I don't know if it'll be the best shoe to invest in, to make money off of, but I do know for those of y'all who really want them to wear them, you should not have to break the bank to get a pair. Just be patient. Do not live with the thought of Bruh, I don't want to take the L, bro. I'm gonna go on and get him out the way. I ain't gonna steer you wrong. You know, I'm giving you game, and you know your boy Jay, look, I be in the stock room, so I be helping y'all out. I can get y'all the early pairs, but if you do not want to throw them on feet right away, you want to save some bucks, my best advice to you is to be patient. Like I said, history repeats itself. We already got an OG in them, so there's no way, I'm stamping it, there's no way the Nigel Brick at the Bricks will outsell and out resell the OGs, man. So just wanted to talk about that, give y'all some history on it. But yes, man, the official release date of them is May 22nd. So we are a little bit under a month away from the release. I do expect 4 pairs to start getting out there more in the next maybe 2 weeks to a week and a half, y'all, because when it comes to big collabs like that, Nike and Jordan Brand tends to be very, very cautious on the distribution of the pairs to stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a slow rollout. They don't normally just press the button and then it's not like a general release shoe where all of the stores will get the pairs at the same time. Like, if you guys notice on social media, you might have one person post that they got this shoe and then you see like 10 other people post that same shoe. It's because all the stores are getting them around the same time, you know what I'm saying? But with the Nigels, I do see more of a slower rollout, and you know, I do see them probably releasing them a little closer to the release date. So maybe a couple weeks, but I'm trying my best to get my hands on a pair. But you know, hey, I have nothing to do with the process. I can't speed it up. Just whenever they hit the stores, I'll be able to get them. So fingers crossed, hopefully it's soon. But speaking of soon, I got some early looks for y'all. I need to get back on that. It's just been slow, y'all. And like I tell y'all, bro, I don't make shoes. I can't make them just pop up. Several shoes on my radar, but they're just nowhere to be found right now, man. So I'm looking forward to the next couple of months. It has been slow, so hopefully it picks up soon. But outside of that, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on my theory. Do you think the Nigel Brick at the Bricks will outsell the OGs? Do you think they will get as low as $300? Or do you think that this will be a $400, $500, $600 shoe? Y'all comment down below your thoughts. But I will be down in the comment section. I look forward to seeing what you have to say. But outside of that, your boy Jay is checking out. And yeah, man, that is your good news today if you guys wanted to get your hands on some Nigel. So May 22nd is the date. Who knows, we might get an early drop, but I will keep you guys all up to date on all that stuff as it does happen, man. So appreciate y'all as always. Hit that thumbs up. I will see y'all either here or I'll see y'all on the other channel, Fitted with Jay, man. Either way, I'm rocking out with y'all, and y'all locked in with your boy. So till the next one, up out of here, man. Peace.